Well, you remember this tune from the first episode, right? Something about this beat that's hypnotic. It's absolutely brilliant. That's right. We are going to be taking a look at how we use this vocal effect and name the song Something About This Beat. So let's go back and check out Logic Pro X and the vocals that it has with it. We had already given you a hint of what today's episode is going to be all about. Something about this beat. That's right. We are going to be taking the vocal which we inserted in this track, Something About This Beat. Well, basically what happened was that when we were constructing this track, we were making the track after putting the strings, violin, the chord plug, the bass and the whole groove. I just felt that, something was missing in between, especially after doing Getting Deep. Even Getting Deep was a track which had no vocals at all in it. So this time I just thought that why don't we just put in a little bit of a vocal sample. Once again, Logic Pro X to the rescue. Well, I got that right. You don't know, but there were quite a few takes taken for me to say Logic Pro X and Rescue together. So, well, anyways, a little bit of a behind the scenes information for you guys. What we did was we went on to creating a software instrument in Logic Pro X. And once again, Logic Pro X has its own bank of vocal samples, not only in the loop section, but even in the VSTIs. So we just went on to the instrument section, clicked down, went on to Legacy and opened a section called Voices. So while browsing through the Voices section in Legacy and Logic Pro X, I came across this one sample which said there's something about this beat that's very hypnotic. So let's listen to the sample and see how it sounds.
There's something about this beat that's hypnotic. There's something about this beat that's hypnotic.
Sounds nice, gives that radio effect. No highs, no lows, just the radio effect. No, only mid frequencies and concentrating right there. Well, when we selected this vocal called Something About This Beat is very hypnotic, I needed another vocal to end this vocal. I mean, you just can't keep on going on something about this beat is hypnotic, something about this beat is hypnotic. I needed something which is said, which sort of ends the loop of something about this beat. So once again, opened up another software instrument, went into the Voices section of Logic Pro X and found another sample which says it's absolutely brilliant. Well, it fits in perfectly. There's something about this beat that's hypnotic and it's absolutely brilliant. So let's listen to both these samples together and see how they sound. It gives you a sort of a flow. Something about this beat, it's hypnotic and it's absolutely brilliant. Let's check it out.
There's something about this beat that's hypnotic. There's something about this beat that's hypnotic.
And now we introduce the other vocal.
Absolutely brilliant.
That absolutely brilliant just sort of gives it a end to the vocal sample, the vocal loop. You just can't keep on putting the same thing. Absolutely brilliant. And there you go. So what we're going to be doing now is listening to this particular vocal sample with the groove and the bass and the pluck chord and the strings and the violins. So let's go for it. Why don't we do one thing and introduce everything part by part, just like the way we like to do it, and we've done it in the other episodes. So right now we're just going to be taking the vocals, the strings, the violins, the pluck chord and the bass line. We'll introduce my favorite part, the groove, after this. There you go. The bass line, the pluck chords, the strings, the violin and the vocal all playing together. Well, now let's introduce the whole groove. And now we listen to it as a total ensembler from the beginning. Let's see how it sounds. The groove, bass, strings, violin, pluck chords and of course there's something about this beat that's hypnotic and it's absolutely brilliant. We used absolutely brilliant to get into the breakdown and then introduce the violins on it. Well, that's what a vocal sample is. All Logic Pro X and nothing else. Once again, for this vocal sample, what we've done is we've used, of course, processed it. You know that, we are people who just can't leave anything the way it is. So what we've done is, again, my favorite, the compressor. I keep putting the compressor because, like I said, it just brings the sound right out there. I've EQ'd it a little bit. We've cut out the lows and the highs quite a bit. Just put in the mid frequencies so you can actually get that absolutely radio effect. If you're listening to a radio, this is what a voice would sound like. And we did the same effects even for Absolutely Brilliant. We added just one extra thing on it. We added an echo. That's why it goes, it's absolutely brilliant, 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 and it fades out. Let's listen to that effect with the echo and without the echo. The vocal sample comes now with the echo.
Absolutely brilliant.
Can you feel it just extending and going down there? Well, now we're going to be listening to Absolutely Brilliant without the echo, and you see what a difference it makes. Here it comes now.
Absolutely brilliant.
A little bit flat. Now if we put an echo and a delay in it, it actually just changes the whole thing. So let's switch them on again and see how they sound. One more time, it's absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
You see the way the whole track just sort of widened, and it gives a nice feel in the breakdown, and it just fades out slowly. So that's for today's episode, the vocal section of Something About This Beat.